we're gonna start off little different than most campaigns. Could you guys both make?
Did you say perception check?
Fortitude.
No! Zach, do you want your dice or not?
I'll come and get them in a second.
Okay. First roll of the new campaign. That is cocked. I need to really get rid of all this stuff that's on my... Here we go. That is a nat 20! Oh, be my witness!
Nice. That's perfect.
Take them off.
12. Plus something.
Plus a bunch of things.
Well, not too
Wow.
much.
My fortitude is a plus 20, so that was 40.
40. Marvel.
Whoa.
Oh.
Because I might fail.
My fortitude save is a whole lot better than I thought it was. That is a... When did I get a 12? That's a 25.
Okay. So, we find ourselves in darkly lit space. It appears that we are inside a tent of some kind. This dark around. Looks like the straw on the ground. And taking a cinematic camera pans a little bit, and we see a cage inside this metal cage. Let's see if I do this right. Makani, wake up.
Hold on, you're cutting out like every other word. I think it's because the mic's a little bit far away.
What?
Yeah, I need to like... Can
you hear me now?
Makani. Yeah. So Makani. So it's just like Makani.
Makani. Okay.
Yeah.
In this cage, Makani, you wake up. You find that your wings have been chained to your side. Your arms have been manacled together, and you have fetters. You are in the dark. You are alone. You are in it. You are also...
You are cutting out again. Zach, can you hear all of his words? I'm like...
No, he cut out right at the end there, too.
I'm like missing like what you're saying. I'm like, what the frig is happening to her?
Okay, let's try this. You hear me now?
Yes. I think it's just when you talk softly, like the end of your sentences.
Okay,
so
I gotta stay loud.
I'm alone, and what?
You are dark, you are alone, you are fettered, and you are at half hit point.
Whoa.
See, there's the appropriate response. I did not hear that part. Okay. Half. I'm at 102.
So few hit points.
Freaking kineticist.
Can I talk? Like...
Your mouth is unbound.
Oh my gosh. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Nobody responds.
Try to break free a little.
Okay, you can make me either a escape artist or a just flat strength.
I will do... They're the same. Escape artist. 19.
19 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You chafe, pull at your hands trying to get them out. The metal digs stone, and instead of as with a creature of flesh would, where your skin gives way or cuts, or even you are animate stone flesh, your stone skin chips and it digs in, but you can't.
Help! She'll yell very loudly. Help somebody!
Very loud.
Anybody! Hello!
You are, for the time being, alone. Hear the faint sounds of like you've been at war for a little bit. You know the sounds of a military camp. And you're trying as you're like listening, you're trying to remember why you're not at base you were on, and it's all kind of a blur, like pounding headache with it doesn't sound like anyone sounds happening inside.
She's going to take some deep breaths, and she's going to attempt to rest. Preserve her energy.
Corvus, you wake with splitting headache. Oh, it looks like you guys froze.
Mm-hmm. I'm back.
Hello.
Let me tell Zach to hang up and try again.
There, now it goes. I had to close Discord all the way. Okay. What were you saying?
So, Corvus, you wake pounding brutal headache. You immediately, as you wake, first thing you feel is that your sword.
Yeah, I totally lost all of that last sentence.
Too quiet.
Okay, so you wake up with a headache, and you feel immediately, as you're still groggy, still getting your bearings, the first thing you feel instinctively is your sword is out of telepathic range.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
And as you clear your eyes, your hands are unbound, your feet are unbound, and you are laying a king-size feather bed inside what looks to be a large pavilion-style tent filled with a desk in one corner. There's multiple thick plush rugs, like Moroccan-style rugs. There's one corner, there is a tapestry of a enormous, brawny, shirtless Kitsune male with a giant great axe in this kind of regal intended pose, but it feels more like gaudy than anything.
Like those super cheesy fantasy paintings or
100%
pictures.
exactly like that, yeah.
Am I at half health too, or am I at full health?
You are at.
I lost it.
You're at half health.
I'm at half health. Okay.
And as you sit up and you look around, there is almost immediately to the right of the bed a full tuxedo, full butler garbed Kitsune man standing at the side of your bed. And before you have a chance to say anything, sir, may we get you some water, something to.
Am I missing anything other than the sword?
It appears that all of your stuff, even all of your stuff excluding your sword, has been very tidily and nicely placed at the foot of your bed at this nightstand table. But cursory glance as you look up, it's all there. You're just simply in your clothes right now.
I don't think I need anything to drink, but if you could tell me where I am and where my sword is, that would be appreciated.
Your sword was giving some of the master's guards some difficulty, so they took it away someplace a little safer. Rest assured that your property will be returned to you in due course. As to where you are in the High Commander Elkorath tent.
Would you allow me a knowledge, local, or nobility to recognize that name?
Yeah, I would let you make it.
They're the same. They're the same number, but they're the only two knowledge ranks skills that I could think of. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With a dirty 20, you are confident that one, Lord Commander is not a title that's gotten used by basically anyone for a very long time. It is also a name that doesn't fit with etymology of royal families, noble families that you're. It feels incredibly foreign.
Hmm.
And he says, in addition, we are perhaps a few hundred miles north of the Congo Forest Basin. So, excuse me, I will go inform my master.
One last thing.
Of course.
I have several comrades. Are they here as well?
Yes, your servants are being held with all due respect.
I would like to check on them myself.
Please allow me to get my master may better accommodate.
Very well. When he
and
leaves, I will be putting on all of my gear.
I figured. You put on all your gear. It's a process that takes a few moments, a couple minutes, more like just getting everything assorted. And that time that comes, a absolutely massive Kitsune man, who is very clearly the man of the tapestry, in this just profoundly ridiculous military dress uniform. Like it's a very much like a Prussian style military uniform, just with every bell and whistle you can possibly imagine, with like the big hat with the
plume. There's like
the
shoulder
plume,
knots on both sides.
of course,
medals everywhere.
More medals than you are sure any army actually would ever give out. And not like the like really reserved like actual military medals, but like the big bow and ribbon with a medallion.
Yeah.
Like it's a full on look. He also is sporting it looks like if someone had tried to make a saber for someone who's only ever going to use a sword.
Which is so for Jessica, for Makani's like perspective here, right? Corvus is an extremely slim built person. He has a strength score of 6. He's very slightly built.
What?
It is not a strength build. It is all dexterity. So it's like this super scrawny yet dexterous like nobleman.
You're
right?
wiry. Yeah.
Next to this like behemoth of a Kitsune.
Behemoth. He's got the full 9-tail thing going on.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Right. You're in your normal form, right?
I would assume I'm in my natural form, coming out of
Yes, you wake up in
unconsciousness.
your natural-
Yeah.
How many tails do you have? You have one tail?
I only have one.
Okay. I just for
It's a whole
comparisons.
feat tree.
It is, yeah. You can actually take, as a Kitsune, you can take feats to get extra
More
tails,
tails?
and it's like totally not really worth it at all.
No,
just
there
for
is
flavor.
really kind of a waste of a feat tab.
Nice.
Big time. They give you like extra racial spells, I think, if I remember right.
That's right. I'm gonna walk with you guys real quick because I think I left the door locked, and when Lex gets home, she does not have.
Good call.
And that would be kind of a pain.
She'd be like, excuse me.
So he comes in and he's just a massive man, and he smiles, and he starts talking in a language you do not understand. Recognizes like that, like false modesty recognizes where you know he knows that you don't speak the language he was talking, and it was fully a flex.
Okay.
Like a dunk on you.
In
while he was talking. He says, "My apologies. I did not realize you did not speak the ancestral tongue."
Where is it?
I am Lord Commander
I was looking for comprehend languages or tongues, but for some reason I don't have it. I would have
My name
flexed
is
right
Lord
back.
Commander Elkanut. I am the Lord Commander of this division of the Empire's army.
Here's the space boxes that we were told of before. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I must admit, we were surprised when we found you and your servants out in the forest. My apologies for our rather forceful interception. We did not realize you were one of the team blood engaging in combat. You know how foot soldiers get. Once they begin, fighting is all that they.
Yes, they can become quite excitable. But I'm sure we can move past all of this as soon as my sword is returned to me and my servants are also returned to me.
Yes, of course, in all due course. Please, walk with me. He walks out and looking out, it's interesting because the technology on display here is very on par with the technology you expect. But there are like specific bizarre oddities that don't look up. So there are like buggies and carriages. There's no like cars or any automobiles, but all the carriages are drawn by giant horse-sized foxes. And you look and like there's a kennel for like you would assume dogs, but they're just mastiff-sized foxes. And you watch as someone who looked dressed up as a soldier, but like as you would expect, scout, is literally has a falconer's glove with a fox griffin on his glove. And everywhere you look, Kitsune, fox people everywhere. Soldiers, grunts, and it's a full military. As you can see, we have begun our setting up our base of operation. How long has your family been on this iteration?
I suppose I've never asked, but quite a long time, I assure you.
Ah, long enough that you might as well have become a native. I understand. Would explain your lack of knowledge of the. But don't worry, little one. And he smacks you on the back, like way too hard.
I will like dodge it just enough so that it barely touches me.
Okay. Smacks you on the back and says, "You're among proud members of the Empire now. We've come to save the world."
That is good to hear.
Do you have time for a diversion, or are you in true haste?
Unfortunately, business beckons, so I will have to pass on this offer.
Understandable. I must ask, and he keeps walking. What brings you to this? What brings you near here? What business?
That's a good question, GM. What business did bring us here?
Make me a flat intelligence.
Oh gosh, we're just like.
Oh, I can do that. Once I scroll to the top of my obnoxiously long character sheet. Okay, that's a 14. Could have been better.
14. All right. Bits and pieces of it are fuzzy. You get like vivid flash sitting in absolute dick of a boss's office, which is bizarre. Almost exclusively has someone else. And you look and like you're like, oh wait, no, someone else did give me, and landed off it. We're going to Africa, looking for something. Popped up that had can't quite remember. You know that there's something that appeared. I think it might have been some structure of, but it appeared like in the Congo jungle itself.
I can only wonder if it is connected to these Kitsune. We are searching for something. We haven't found it just yet, but soon we will.
Let me guess, gentleman adventurer?
Of a sort.
Treasure hunter.
When I can find it.
You remind me of my sister.
I appreciate the compliment.
You are most welcome. Please, instead of taking you somewhere specific, you find yourself on like a range, like a shooting range. I understand that you are under a time. You must at least pick up a few things. And he walks, and gets to the this range. You see he picks up a large lead bar, and he puts it under. Come with me.
I will follow him.
I suppose. Which of your servants are you most interested in speaking to first? We've had to, as a nature of security, separate. We could.
I'm mostly concerned with the stone one.
Of course.
She can become anxious when confined.
I will have, and he beckons to someone. Please make sure that. How rude of me! I disregarded proper introduction. My name is Lord Commander. What is your name?
Corvus Renard, at your service.
Mr. Renard. Could you please check on Master Renard's burden? And it runs off. Makani, as you've been waiting and sitting and trying to center yourself and maybe take some time to regroup and refocus, maybe 10-15 minutes in, a Kitsune woman wearing some kind of plain garb, definitely still a form of some kind, but it's not one you recognize, comes in, peers in your cage for a second, and then just tosses. And she says in a really broken, "Your master is on his way. Prepare yourself."
Master? Can I remember if I have a master?
Yes, you can remember if you have a master.
That's an 8 with a what intelligence you say?
Yes.
6.
You know, your head is really pounding.
Let me out. Let me out.
Do not worry. Just unshackle yourself. She points at the key. We'll release you into the custody of your master soon enough.
I will get the key and then undo it myself.
Quick question. Since Makani and Corvus have history, what languages do you speak?
Makani?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've made a character sheet. Common and Terran. That's it. So English and what is Terran? She's not
language of the Earth Elementals.
Oh, okay.
The elemental language of the Earth.
She is not intelligence.
Okay. I was hoping we might have something other than in common.
Other than
but we don't.
Yeah. The Lord Commander walks you in like this, like very clearly circuitous. He like just is chattering on. At this point, like you're not even sure what he's talking about. It's something to do with how great he is at fighting, and like he's recounting a battle to you. But it's both so boisterous and so utterly boring that the actual details are like lost. And it's one of those stories where the intention is very clearly about trying to tell how great he is, and very profoundly Zachary.
Yeah, as a cultured and civilized individual, Corvus just basically does the yes. Oh, he gives the right like small reactions in the right places to make it seem like he's interested.
So he walks you into this tent that is very clearly someplace that one store, like straw on the ground. There was just straight up a cage. Connie in the cage with, it looks like she had taken off fetters and manacles, still in the.
You look fine.
I'm gonna give like a slight shake of my head.
I didn't do this. You think that I did this?
Nonverbal communication, the signal to shut up.
Okay, just gonna shut up. I love that's great though.
Master Renard, I was unaware that your beast of burden was capable of mimicking speech. How impressive.
Yes, she's quite full of surprises. What did you say, Justin?
Does it understand us if we ask questions?
She does.
Stood. Beast, we will be letting you out now. Please remain calm. We mean you no harm.
This is definitely stifling a laugh.
She doesn't respond. She clamps her very solid jaw together and just glares at Corvus with a look that if he could turn to stone, she would do it.
Master Renard, you are more familiar with this creature's reaction. Do you think it understood me?
She's
Yes, I'm quite sure.
she's listening.
Makani, we have business we need to attend to. Things we need to find. So let's be on our way quickly, yes?
And he points at the same fox woman that was in there. Release the creature. She like shakes her head and unlocks the door and swings it
Mhm.
open. Just goes. You heard the Lord Commander.
I will follow without growling at her, even though I want to. And I will follow my master without saying anything. Jaw still.
The Lord Commander does a full the click your heels together, full 180 spin around, fully almost whacks you on the side with his dueling saber because it's not attached properly, so it swings out as he swings.
Just
I believe that your other monstrosity closest, and then walks, and as he walks, he go prepare the other one, and takes you again for circuitous route, to the point where you get to the tent that he's walking to, and he fully could have done a straight line and there, and you're almost wondering if he got lost, and just didn't bother to realize that he was lost.
I'm beginning to think this guy might have an intelligence score equal to my strength score.
Who knows?
Who knows?
And again, the entire time is talking. And this time, spends the entire time recounting the countless earth elementals that he has slaughtered, and reiterating his utter impressment that you have tamed.
Yes, well, it wasn't easy.
I wish I didn't know common. Is what she's thinking to herself right now. Or English. Are they speaking a different language? Or are they speaking English, I guess?
They're speaking English.
Okay. I was wondering if Corvus could change the language so that she doesn't have to endure this. But it's
fine. Takes you to a much larger tent. And you find it's almost like a circus tent, where there's a ring, and the ring is caged in, and there's a half stadium of features where a bunch of soldiers are just watching as you see Maink is looking at it. You think he might be Maink the Trox.
Love it.
And he is full on mid-fight with a T-Rex. But it's a fox T-Rex.
So what's different on it? Does it have extra...
It's completely covered in fur. Its long, thick, muscle tail has a plume of fur on it. It's got a fox head. It's still got the little tiny arms, but it's got paws at the end.
It's so cute.
A Tyrannosaurus fox?
Covered in blood
claws?
and actively attacking. Yeah. No, it's fox paw.
The feet. The feet. Are the feet those of the Tyrannosaurus, or are they still paws?
No, okay. They're a fox's paws on the legs of a T-Rex. It's really not an effective evolutionary.
That was a missed polymorph spell.
You watch as they are actively in the midst of beating it. It's full on Kong versus Godzilla, where Maik is just beating it, utterly braining it with this big piece, and just Maik would like to die. And you watch, and the Lord Commander is just enthralled, like fully shuts up and just like staring and watching. I must admit, your Earth Elemental might be more impressive to tame, but your gladiator combatant is truly an impressive specimen.
Yes, though it begs the question as why he is in there.
Well, we didn't have a cage big enough to hold him in. We figured since he was in there already, my soldiers deserve time off.
I hope that not too much harm has occurred to him.
We would compensate you fairly if there had.
Does it look like Mink is winning?
Oh, Maik is kicking. For reference, T-Rexes are tough, but Maik can, for brief periods of time, have a strength of 40.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Which does a pretty significant amount of damage. No, Maik is doing pretty good.
Okay.
And as you watch, like even as like you're like contemplating that, Maik fully just grabs this thing's jaw, slams it down onto the ground, and just like curbs this T-Rex. Which, like, proportion-wise, they're about the same size right now. In terms of like mass. So
Yeah. Oh geez.
he's done a meet, turns around. Maik the Trox is very excited to see his friends Corvus Bernard and Makani of Nakota.
It's fine.
I can't tongue.
Meek, it's fine. It's fine.
Of the Nicolo Cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
And he's just like freaking massive, covered in gore and like blood.
Yeah.
Fighting this thing.
Fully standing on top of, like, one leg on top of the corpse of this T-Rex. Like, fully, like, you think what that tapestry was going for, just casually, actively doing it.
Totally oblivious to the fact that he's doing it. Yeah. Classic Mink. It is good to see you again as well, Mink. I hope you are in good health.
Maik has been in worse situations.
I'm going to look to the Lord Commander. Is he free to join me now?
Of course. Please release the gladiator servant of Master Renard here, and let us be on his way to find his. He says, I must admit, a surprise at finding. I understand that you are, of course, own searches.
You're cutting out a
I
lot.
would not assume to pry any further than I have. And I do hope that my hospitality is found acceptable. I am curious. The Empire seeks to move in on this iteration, save it from itself. I'm curious to know of your opinion. Would you believe that members of our true race would be willing to, native to this realm, would be willing to help us endeavor?
I'm sure there may be some. Perhaps more than a few. But I do not speak for all of them. I can only speak for myself.
Then let me ask more directly. Would you be willing?
Perhaps. It would be a decision I would have to weigh carefully.
A man of careful thought. I cannot say that I am not disappointed, but I must respect your autonomy in. I must
Regardless-
also respect that you are a warrior, and that does not necessarily mean you are a.
Regardless of my personal feelings, I still have business that is pressing and would need to be concluded before I undertook anything else.
Of course. So, let me not hold you up more. Points at some random fox walking by. He says, "You, please make sure that this Master Renard's witch is prepared. We will arrive shortly." And then proceeds to walk you wandering through camp again to a tent that you really fully know that you have walked past 4 or 5 times until he gets there.
What?
And it's fully the tent next to the one the Makani.
What?
This guy.
Okay. Where did he say that we were, or that you were, Zach? It was the
We're in the Congo.
Congo,
We're in Africa.
but it didn't say anything else. Okay.
The heart of darkness right here.
Congo. I was thinking like the Feywild Congo. Like, I don't know. Okay. Alright.
I mean, I suppose it would be perfectly reasonable for there to be a Feywild gate into the Congo.
I mean, the Feywild's just the mirrored, or not mirrored, but like the basically different version of the plane.
It is. There is a African continent in the Feywild.
I've researched the Feywild today.
Yeah, I know. You still have all the tabs pulled up.
Sorry.
You walk in fully into like it's very much like someone like picked up and dropped like a low budget horror film set where you see Odd, this grandmother, ancient elf, just fully like stretched out on like this like cross X beam of like wood, like her arms and bound. You see each individual joint on her fingers have been tied down.
She's magic.
She has a full on like Hannibal Lecter muzzle on her face.
Oh my gosh.
Her legs have been bound, and she's been blindfolded, and the entire ground is covered
in what?
covered in blood, and none of it appears to be hers.
How many people did she destroy as they were tying her down? I just imagine that whole
It's
setup.
funny because she's the healer. She doesn't.
It's funny. She's crazy.
Unless she's been baking people into pies.
I'm sure she can hold her own.
I can be a little scary if she wants. And you watch as they literally, she's like suspended off the ground, and they're lowering the wooden restraint that she's on down onto the ground, so that they can untie her. But before they like untie her arm, the Lord Commander steps up. Which I will have you know that your master and his other servants are here, and that we fully intend to let you go as part of a peaceable interaction between myself and Master Renard. No harm should be necessary from you, and I really hope that you will not disappoint.
In Elven. Actually, shoot, I was gonna talk to him on our way there. I wanted to ask him, compliment him on his grasp of the English language, and then ask him if he has mastered any other languages from this realm.
He smiles to you, and as you're walking, I have a rudimentary grasp of all of the primary lexicons this iteration. American English, Texan, Mandarin, and of course, Dutch.
Did he? I think I may have missed the first one. What did you say?
American.
American.
Oh, I heard that
And
one.
then
Okay,
Texan.
cool. Yeah, Texan.
Mandarin.
Perfect.
Like, I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be dumb. Mandarin. Like, he's brilliant.
In that case, so fast forward to now. We're here with Odd, in Elven. To Odd. Be at peace. I'm getting us out of here.
Oh, good young one. So good to hear your voice. Know that you are okay. Is everyone else all right?
Everyone is none too worse for wear.
But I'll make sure to patch everyone. How is my favorite boy Trox? Or Meek?
Mink is as healthy and hale as ever.
Good, good, good. When they untie me, would you mind helping me up? I think my arthritis is starting to up.
Of course.
Untie her, and she like struggles to get up because
Yeah.
like, she's fully prone on her at this point.
I move. Actually, yeah, I'll move to help her get up. Actually, no. To preserve appearances. To Mink. Mink, would you be so kind as to help Odd to her feet?
Ink would be most pleased to help Odd Velkadotter up off the ground. Odd Velkadotter, I will be helping you up now. And just like very gingerly like helps lift her up. And you've noticed the moment like they're not done untying her, all of the Kitsune like soldiers are like fully like just like they and so
Like, we're not paid
Meek
enough.
helps her up and like pats her on the back. Odd Velkadotter, are you okay? Is there anything to help you? No, thank you so much. She looks around, like, okay, give me a moment. And she like points out her fingers at you two, and like her eyes glow. And you watch as her primary source of attaches to you guys, which is her lifelink revel. So until you are at full, you are gonna have fast.
Fast healing 5, you said?
Yes.
Is that every round? Or
Every 6
every round
seconds
you'll
you
get
heal
5
5 hit points.
Nice.
So it will take me.
Oh, it's gonna take me forever.
A little over a minute to hit full health.
2 minutes for me.
As she does that, you watch as like the life starts to drain out of her. Would you be so kind to help my weary old bones carry me for the next little bit? Picks her up. Would be very happy to carry Odd Velkadotter. Is very fond of you, Velkadotter. Thank you for healing me. the Lord Commander looks around. So he puts the lead-lined box that he's carrying around and flips it up, and you see your sword resting inside like a velvet-lined case inside of there.
Oh, my old friend.
Would he have felt it before he got there, or is it in a box that blocks the
Lead lined.
Lead line. It blocks
okay.
most.
Got
I
it.
will reach down and pick up my black blade.
Reunited.
Hold on, you got cut off.
You got cut out. Yeah.
Good. We are reunited again. Let us forward path of slaughter.
Yes, it's good to see you again, Savale, as well.
And remember what you promised. When we get home, we feed the duck.
Of course.
The what?
I would never forget.
The what?
The ducks.
The ducks.
Yes. The sword has a profound love for when his wings ducks.
I will buckle on my sword.
That's so adorable.
Well, everything seems to be in order here. I am most grateful for your hospitality and grateful for your safekeeping of myself and my servants.
It's only right for one of noble lineage to another clear, noble hair.
Well, well, with this business behind us, we really must be on our way.
Of course. I have taken the liberty setting aside one of our carts so that you might travel a little faster through.
How much does the ink weigh, and how much does Makani weigh?
I can be weightless. Thank you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
He actually
if
prefers
anything.
to travel in human form, his completely hairless human form.
Oh, okay.
So he can go down to about a normal, like, and he can keep that up for most of.
Okay. That would be most appreciated.
Follow me, and I will take you to the carriage. Promptly walks off in the wrong direction for where all of the carriages are. After several minutes of him regaling you with his most recent naval battle, where he himself single-handedly cracking ship. Finally takes you carriage to Clydesdale-sized foxes.
That's cool.
Again, I find myself thanking you for your hospitality. You have been most gracious.
I'm looking up to see how hard
When
I can punch.
our glorious empire inevitably dominates the world, know that you will always be welcome, a citizen.
I appreciate that. And I bid you a good day. Oh, Justin's frozen.
I'm going to look up how hard I can punch is what I said. Because
I'll give you 45%.
Oh, 45%. Yeah, so how does it kineticist work? You just say it's a blast, the kinetic blast.
Yes.
And then I can burn into it?
No, so think of it as like think of your kinetic blast like an eldritch blast,
Mm-hmm.
right? Except you have things called infusions, which you can use to change your blast. And that's where your burn comes in. And then also for some other like utility abilities and stuff like that.
Cool. Sorry to interrupt. I was asking about how hard I could punch.
Oh, you're all good. You guys all.
Yep.
You get into the carriage. The Lord Commander salutes you in like super pompous military salute. More. It's really.
I will, like, if everyone else is on the carriage and I'm not on there yet, I will give him a heel click and, like, salute, you know? Like, not over the top, but extremely, like, sharp and, like, precise.
And you get on the carriage. Is currently, like, running his or next to the ears of the foxes. Maik, the human, very I do not know your name, large fox, or you other large. I will. Maik, the human, finds your fur very soft. And he looks at you, Corvus. We can keep the large foxes, not Corvus Renard?
You are indeed correct, Meg.
Maik the human is not sure if that has actually answered his question, but he will give it some thought, Corvus.
Oh, maybe I didn't hear his question.
He's like petting, Maik looked at you and he asked you if he could keep the fox.
Oh, I thought he said, asked if we were keeping them. Of course, Meek, but you will have to take care of it.
Maik the and all the other Maik. Wink. Fully says.
Does he say what I knew it? He says wink,
Oh, yeah.
winks.
Wink. Would be very happy to share in the duties of caring fine foxes.
Well, but first we should be off on our way.
Of course. Meek the human will drive the carriage of the two foxes. And he clambers up into the Are we ready to go?
Yes, I believe we are.
He looks over. Meek the human is Lord Commander Eloka. Does one say giddy up, or what is the command needed for giant foxes? You watch as like this utter look of panic. No, he comes over. I'm sure that's right. You would please instruct the gladiatorial servant on how best drive.
Which one is he talking to?
He is just talking to some random guy who walked past.
About me though, I hear the word servant, and
No,
I'm just like, which one?
No,
Who? Are you?
he said gladiatorial servant. He's referring to
Oh, the guy.
Meek.
Right, because he was a gladiator. Got it. I was thinking.
And you watch as like
Gargoyle.
the guy he talks to and tells to give the instructions doesn't even like really respond, but the guy who was already there with the foxes just like sighs, rolls his eyes like really subtly, and gives all the instruction, different command phrases. and then you guys are off. Which brings us to a little bit interesting part of this kind of cold open. So you don't really know what your guys' and as you guys have like time to now get away from your headache, remember you were sent because they're the edge of the Congo forest. Something that really only got noticed because a contact, someone as part of the order, Sir Lan, secret magical order, really never talking. Notice there is the edge of the forest, black pyramid ground.
You cut out a little bit. Black pyramid on the ground?
Black pyramid that rose from the ground, the Congo. And you were on your way to search it when you were ambushed by fox soldiers.
We're gonna go meet some mummies!
Maybe.
Oh, man.
As soon as like we're like out of earshot, because Corvus has been in this like stiff like ramrod straight back, just like proper everything. As soon as we're like out of like the encampment and stuff, just like. Well, that was an experience. Are you okay, Makani?
She is hovering off the ground, not using her wings. Her wings are clasped together, and she is glaring at you.
Makani, they assumed that you three were my servants. And in order to get us out of there, I didn't disabuse them of the notion.
I mean, I guess it's not really your fault, but I'm still pretty pissed. I don't like being chained up.
Well, why don't you, do that thing where you fly up into the air and yell really loud? Maybe that will help.
No. I don't take orders from you today. She'll just turn her back and hover there.
Makani, it was just a suggestion.
I know. What the heck? Odd, do you know what happened? What?
Honestly, dearie, not a lick of what just happened but I will know that I got my pound of flesh before we left.
Yes, I'm almost afraid to ask, Odd.
Literally?
That was a substantial amount of blood on the floor.
Disembowel one fox, all huffy.
That sounds about right.
They should have checked me for my sawn-off shotgun before they untied me.
That was their mistake, yes. Alright, Corvus, I'm no longer mad at you. Sorry. That was childish.
I understand. I'm sure I would have felt the same way if our situations were changed, swapped.
Yeah. I mean, where'd they have you tied up?
I was in a tent as well.
Like fighting? Like Meek?
No.
Did they hurt you?
Well, they hurt all of us when we were ambushed, but besides that, no.
You were just tied up in a tent somewhere.
Meek,
Yep.
the human, and Meek, the trox,
No!
was impaled by a large ballista.
Sense mode on Corvus's lie! Because Zach, your lie was great. Oh my gosh. It's gonna That's a 6.
Hold on, let me
I
roll.
know, you roll.
Hey, look, I got a 30.
Gross. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 14.
Hey, look, our things have changed now.
Yeah, just wait until I have to roll a disable device or a stealth check or acrobatics. Those will be nuts.
Anyway, great. Well, that sounds. I'm glad that you're okay, and you know they untied you too. So, let us.
Yes. Odd, are you feeling? Oh, well, I know that healing can drain you. I just want to be sure that you're feeling well.
She looks at you and she smiles as like blood drips down. Nothing I can't handle, dearie. Don't you worry, young Renard. Odd, tough bird.
As always, I don't know where we would be without you.
Dead, most likely.
Definitely.
Most likely.
Oh, I remember that one time in names a place.
It's too soon, Makani. Please don't talk about that
All right,
again.
sorry. Meek. How do you pronounce that again? I'm sorry. I feel like my mouth can't pronounce the word correctly. I don't know if it's because I'm a gargoyle. Meek.
Ink the human believes that Makani of the Nicola Cathedral is having a hard time using the glottal as part of my name, the human, because your stone tongue does not make the proper noise against the roof of your stone mouth. It comes out more of a like sound.
Meek.
Me.
No, it has an MK at the end. Yeah? MEE apostrophe EMK. Meek.
Yes.
Meek. It's just
Meek
hard
the
to
human
do it.
knows who Makani of the Nicola Cathedral.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the whole. I will never forget my name.
No one will.
Hold that thought.
Knows who of the cathedral refers to when she says
Pause.
Ma'ink instead of Ma'ink the human.
Pause.
Ma'ink is very smart.
I've tried teaching you this. Remember how to stop talking when someone's like, "Hey, social cue." Good boy. Okay. Try to get a dynamic of the group. Well, what do we do now? We got to get to this pyramid, and we know nothing more than stay away from them.
Roughly what time of day is it?
It looks like it's probably late morning.
Okay, so we can tell north, south, east, west pretty easily?
Yes.
Okay.
And there, you guys do have a compass. Odd keeps one on her. So between those two things, you're able to clearly, roughly, based off of what the servant told you, you're pretty sure that you'll just but you're not quite sure how far.
Okay.
So I guess that is up to you guys. You can just like drive south, try and figure it out from the road. You can head. It's kind of.
I mean, it is a large black pyramid. How hard can it be to spot? Especially since, Makani, you can get above the treetops.
Shoot, I would know this about my group. Can anyone turn me invisible? I think that's too high of a level of this. Wait!
I might be able to.
Hold on. Did I buy a thing? I forgot. We have stuff. Let me look at my equipment.
Ink it
Invisibility
on.
is a.
I have a ring of blink.
I have invisibility.
Because I bought that for you, didn't I? Was that the thing that I bought you?
No, you bought me goggles of night,
That's what it was. So that you could see.
but I can give you invisibility for 8 minutes.
Alright, let's do our scout. Typical
It's a 2nd level spell.
normal stuff. Ready?
Do you require invisibility this time?
I mean, we were just ambushed. I'd prefer not
Yes,
to be.
but now they are aware of us and know that we are not their enemy.
Fine. And she will
I just.
take flight.
I only have so many spells.
I know. I know. It's smart. It's smart. You're being thoughtful. That's good, Corvus. That's you're very wise. Much smarter than me. I do not know words. I'm taking off now.
Fly up.
Smarter, yes,
Trees.
but someone would say something about being more wise, I think.
Perception.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. What's your wisdom score?
It's a +1, so 12. So the
Yeah, you're wiser than I am.
perception. Hey, 19.
You're not close. A large pyramid Giza sized completely Vanta black completely absorbs black, like to the point where it doesn't even look like a pyramid. It looks like a 2-dimensional superimposed.
Cool. Those paints are so crazy.
I guess if I'm going with the dark black is black, it should be black. Oh, but you know, you knew what I.
Yep.
And it looks like it's maybe carriage ride. You could probably get there.
In how long? You cut out?
2 days.
2 days. Alright, she'll fly back down. 2 days away. That way. And she will direct the... Well, she'll point at the direction.
Well, then we should be very grateful to the Lord Commander for this carriage. Certainly wouldn't want to spend 5 or 6 days stomping through the jungle.
Lord Commander.
Eek the human is very glad for that the Lord gave us this carriage because very much loves these foxes.
I think you should perhaps think of names for them.
Oh, no. They're going to be really long at Corvus.
Eek the human will consider this deeply and profoundly.
This is a game that you play, isn't it? To pass the time.
I just don't want to have to name them.
Oh, gotcha.
You guys make your way down the road. Are you guys doing like watches or anything, or you're just riding?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to do watches.
Who is the best watcher? Who has the best eyesight? Corvus, we should know this.
Not Odd. Odd cannot see past 6.
Okay, not odd. Mink, what's your perception abilities? I'm a +9 on a scale of 1 to 10.
not have great perception.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We don't
On
have...
scale of 1 to 10, I'm a plus 12.
You should do it then, Corvus. You've already...
Well, I can't
You
take...
have the highest of the group.
Which is hilarious because I have a wisdom score of 8.
Wait. I have a wand of Owl's Wisdom. 50 charges.
Don't use that. Don't use that for perception
I'm just
for a watch.
throwing it out there. Florida would have liked it. Florida lived. She died. Whatever, you know.
But it doesn't matter if she dies, right? She just comes right back.
Mm-hmm. Do you come back if you die?
No.
Okay,
At least to Wizards. Not as far as I know.
Good to know. That's...
But I'd rather not test that theory.
I don't want to test it either.
I can't take the entire watch unless I sleep during the day.
I'll help you. I'll split it.
Okay. You take half the watch, I'll take the other half.
Odd will inevitably will only be asleep for 4 hours, isn't
it? Yeah, just gotta get up to get that early bird special.
Make her way to... What is it called?
Yeah.
Perkins or something.
She sleeps sitting down. She doesn't even laying down.
Wow.
So you guys take your day of a ride. You get to a place, feel like camp. I guess kind of your call. If you feel like you're in a pressing urge to the...
Nope. We don't do mummies at
pyramid.
night. Not at night. Let's stay away from there at night.
Okay.
We do have to consider the fact that this Black Pyramid, there's a very real possibility, has something to do with these Kitsune that are apparently invading the planet.
I mean, that's quite a jump. But maybe. That seems really random. Why would you think of such a thing? That's not like we were introduced to them at the same day, at the same time. Like, breaking the fourth wall.
Makani, sarcasm does not suit you.
It's the stony face, dearie. It's hard to read.
I do need to work on my expressions, yes.
No, your expressions are just fine, dear. We're just letting you know that sarcasm doesn't read quite as well for you.
It's the RGF, the resting gargoyle face.
Ha, Corvus, this is it now. This is the, nope.
Yes, I can see it. That's what it looks like.
That.
You guys said the fire ready, naturally Odd makes dinner for you guys, as she always does.
So cool.
This is her bag of almost exclusive cookware and different items of food. I understand that we all had a rough day, but I'm thinking, and I feel like tonight calls for Thai food. So I'm going to make a curry. I'm not going to hear any of you complain about it, and that means you too, me.
Odd, you know I like your Thai food.
And she make golden curry, like potato baked, the chicken.
Golden curry or yellow curry?
Yellow curry.
Okay.
Zach knows
Golden
it's
curry is Japanese.
That's true, it is. Yellow curry, that's what I meant. And it is, of course, I guess, check. Plus 16 to her cook proficiency.
Come on. How good is the food?
It tastes pretty damn good.
Yeah! Love your Thai food.
Excellent as always, Odd. And then in like lowered tone to the ink. Although I was hoping for Penang curry.
But shh. Over Bernard. Corvus Bernard.
COVID.
Corbin.
Odd Velkodaughter asked us specifically to not complain about her food. Despite the fact that I too, the human, would prefer an American wing.
Wait.
So you guys get ready for bed. Corvus.
Yep. And with my goggles of night on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, make me.
Perception check, he said.
Yes, please.
Oh, big numbers. That was a 2, so a 14.
Okay.
Rolling those big numbers.
Your night goes by, or your watch goes by. You find yourself midway through.
You're cutting out a bunch.
Oh.
For me.
Yep, now I froze.
Oh, and he
And
froze.
Justin. Meek. I'm trying to figure out her personality. I don't
Ink.
know. There's
Mink.
Justin.
Imk.
So just like meme.
Imk. The imp.
So, halfway through your watch is back to natural,
Oh, you cut out again.
which
Yeah.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just if you go too low, it'll just
Yeah.
it just instantly cuts everything out.
Just shout constantly.
Meme.
Transform back way through watch. He is cuddling with both of just a big cuddle pup there. Odd is wakes up towards the end of your watch. It gets down, starts making a lot of. You look tired, Corvus. Wake up, I'll get her some coffee yourself.
That sounds welcome. And I will go and wake Makani.
Hey, how's it going, Corvus?
Well enough. It's been pretty quiet so far.
That's good. Thanks for.
You wake up, you get a pot of blackest ever, because does not mess around with.
She's awesome.
Have you make perception?
Okay. 22 out to 60 feet dark vision.
3 feet. Okay. You find the night quiet enough through your walk. Realize the forest quiet. Not like it's night and trying to. Nothing. Like everything nearby
You're cutting out again.
is that focuses your attention. You look around and swinging shape roughly the size of. Okay.
Sorry, what? Roughly the size of. What is it? Yeah.
You see in the trees shapes swinging in shadows. Roughly the size of. None of them are getting particularly close. But you see shadows. You look around, trying to get a better look. Does a 28
hit? Is that what you said?
Yes.
A 28 does not hit.
Oh my gosh.
I have a 29 AC.
Natural armor. You feel
I'm not
a
dying.
slight burning sensation, but it does not penetrate the thick, stony skin on the back as a flash of heat hits you as you looking for and turn around, see one arm tree near the clearing that you're in, one leg pressed up against the trunk of a tree, glowing eye chimpanzee, one arm slinging what you can only describe as a gun, glowing barrel, and you see a red glowing robotic eye on its face, extends telescopically to you. I think for the sake of being kind of an ass.
Say it again. What was the last thing you said?
I said, I think for the sake of suspense, because I can, I think that's where we're going to leave it.
Okay. Oh, man. That sounds good. That's good, because that gives us a chance to look at our character sheets.
I'm going to shocking grasp the ever-loving crap.
Just imagine, like, it hits her, like, it almost hurts, like it was in a really good spot, but then, like, she just turns and gives this stony gaze, like, you have no idea what you just did. It's the look that she
You want to
gave.
go to war, Velocity?
Yeah. You're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have. Wait, I don't know.
You done messed up, Ron.
Mm-hmm. She's like, let's go. Awesome. Well, thanks, Justin.
Makani, just picture it as the Lord Commander. Just
yes.
go at it.
Full rage mode.